these NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. No running here with Jaden Blue. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Not able to get away from the big Vita Bam.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Milton. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go.
To the air on 3rd and long. He throws a bullet. It's grabbed inside the 30. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead right away. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early. But tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor. But you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, level it a whole bunch.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
180! What's up?
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play, but whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
180! Run. Done!
Here's Mayfield. Pressure coming, and they take him down. Working quickly here.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
What's up?
First carry here for the rookie out of Maryland. And they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
What's up?
Mayfield to throw for it. They connect for the first. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
60 Eagles, go!
Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. On the move, past the 40. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35. Again for the first time to Rashad White. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
The give here on seconds. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Handoff here to Mitchell. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. And dose of the hurry up here.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
Here's Mitchell. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. The back grabs it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
19.
Play fake. It's Milton. He puts some juice on a deep throw. He's got it deep downfield. And he will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. And they get 38 out of the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
Here's Milton, 1st and 10. On screen here to Blue. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys break the tie here in the 1st. With a point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to him. He cuts it to the right sideline. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers trim the lead to 1.
Kicking for a run like that does for everybody. For the play calling, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again. And not expect a little chunk, but they'll get explosive on the ground as well.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Warrior 70.
Off the play fake. Here's Milton. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Dragon 60. Trap 60. Trap 60. Go.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Caught, nice game left side. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Throwing from the gun. Finds him on the slant. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Time for our 2nd quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. Give on 2nd here to Blue. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost. And he busts those tackles.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that 1st down. And this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Blue. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Cowboys take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. So that penalty declines. They're happy enough stuffing that last play at the line for no gain. Another shot at this extra point here. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7.
Buccaneers 14.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. And he'll go out, no gain on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Mitchell again. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force and the defense wins out.
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this. They'll indeed go for this. It's Mayfield. That's complete inside the 35. They're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? And gets him the 1st on 4th down.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
And they push him out just as he gets back to the line. 2nd down coming up.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. A give to Mitchell, running left. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Malik Hooker with the tackle.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
3rd down, line to gain, 9 yards out. Again, this is Mitchell. On 3rd down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards.
You want a little rhyme time? Okay, you want some of my lyrics? Here you go. That was a toss that ended in a loss, and what it will cost is going to be this possession as they now face, wipe that smile off your face, an extra long 4th down.
4th down, the offense is staying on the field. They're going for it. Here we go, it's Mayfield. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now Milton to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Ready?
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go. Here we go.
Milton back to throw. Catch made. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Gets him on the in route. And this one doesn't go far.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short game. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. The 3rd down run with Blue. It looks like we can call it back 4 yards in the end. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Sends this to the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Point it right. 180. What's up?
From the gun, Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 25-yard line.
Baker now from the gun. Gets him on the quick hitter. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
180. Run. What's up?
3rd and long for him here. Right side, this is a Bucca. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
What's up?
Trying on 4th down. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate. And that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Fits it through the middle. This is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot to coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
From the red zone on first. Cut near the goal line. And in for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead.
31. Buccaneers 14. Brendan Aubrey to kick off.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Good. 180. Stop.
Mayfield now from the gun. And he's brought down after a short gain. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
At the 37-yard line.
Good. 20.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Finds a Bucca. And he stopped cold at the spot. Won't keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. Tampa spends its second timeout now. New set of downs for him from the 46.
46-yard line.
6.
First down, here's Baker. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He steps in and makes the interception. And the Cowboys will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down.
I know he started to play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. He'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
They get 13 on the pickup. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down, ball at the 36.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. Escapes the pocket. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Nice Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos.
Milton gonna throw again here, 2nd and 10. Lasers this one deep. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
1st and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half.
Let's go. Hawk 7. Ready,
Looks like they're playing safe with a run to the outside. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Regular. 180.
He'll throw it. And this is lofted deep down the middle. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Try getting it to Emeka Egbuka. So that brings up second down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hurry, hurry! What's up?
Back to throw it. He's trying to go deep again. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Panther 60. Go.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. To throw is Mayfield. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You can know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, now a chance to add to this lead.
Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
Back. Bronco 80.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Complete out to the right side. And they get this down to the 28. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19.
To throw, Milton. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys push their lead further to start the half. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys make it a 24-point ball game.
Buccaneers 14. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches.
Let's go now.
Here's the backup. First throw. He gets it again to Mitchell. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Let's go. Ready.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ready, ready. Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
They're throwing it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 2.
Come on, come on.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
18, Pioneer. Cup 19, Cup 19. Mustang 19. Let's go.
Back to throw, needing a first. He connects downfield. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
From the red zone now. The back grabs it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Well, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Bails out of the pocket quick. And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. You always tell me Bucket is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Katie. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist, and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball for the 35 to begin this drive. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60, 19, trap 60, trap 60.
Milton back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they offer the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And screen here to Blue. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go, here we go.
Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
The 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Steady.
Here's Milton. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And on first down, only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out.
But once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running room. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
19 tight. 2. Knocked it.
Throwing now, Milton. And the defender comes away with it. And the Buccaneers take possession off their 2nd interception of the game.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Cougar 19. Let's go.
1st and 10, they're going to throw. It's his running back. Continuing to move past the 45. And he has this to the opposing 35.
It's a pickup of 44 yards. That's good. We're on 1st down. 1st and 10.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Let's go now.
Throwing from the gun. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Savon Rebel with the pick.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run it. Run it.
Got it. Ready?
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Start the drive with blue. They're able to hold him down, and that's going to wrap up this 3rd quarter. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. The Cowboys have it, hoping to close out a victory and advance another round. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Milton. This is a heater going deep. Big game downfield. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. We're in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
That one will be good for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Come on. Steady.
Out of the gun. It's Milton. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. This is caught by Blue. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Hey, Kate, they don't likely care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Finds his man over the middle. Touchdown, Dallas. Cowboys have likely locked up the win right there. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys stretch the lead to 23.
Buccaneers, 22. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. After one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 20 at the 25-yard line.
Hurt. Panther 60. Panthers go.
He'll look to throw. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Ready, set.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13.
Go. 70 Timberwolves. Hurt. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. This one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
3rd down and
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready. Drop 60. 60 Vikings. Ready.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Makes the catch. Looks great initially, but he is short on that 1st down marker. They rallied to him in time and forced the 4th down. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll make the lead 26 points.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And he calling that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
their own 35-yard line.
On the set.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Go, set. Rip. 70 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 Lions. Let go.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Offense to the line fast.
And a
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
1st and 10
Buffalo
at the
18.
49-yard line.
Warriors 70. Check smash. Check smash. Ready.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Let's go. Come back, team. Come back. Bronco 80. Rig alert. Rig alert. Hut, hut.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Forced out to his right. Big strike here to Williams. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31.
Panther 60, Panther 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Go street. Ready,
Sticking to the air here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Cowboys see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30.
Okay, I think the one thing you and I love about this NFL game is almost all of them are one-score games. So to see a blowout like this, it's taken a superhuman effort defensively, and they just added to it.
On first down, it's Blue. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Milton now. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
And 4 yards to go.
Viking 18. Hawk 79 gross.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. That is caught. He's got Lamb. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the stride moving.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's Milton, 1st and 10. And there's another one. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Cowboys started celebrating this win a while ago. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Down. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cowboys.
Up the middle, Blue. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Set. 19. Ready.
They're going to pass it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Ready.
Give, it's Blue. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. One's cut along the left sideline. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. It helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Got it. Ready?
Well, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's 1st and goal.
7.
Working inside the red zone. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. You've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. QB sneak coming. And tell me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Cowboys keep running away with this. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
180! Hurry! Wait! That's your man! What's that?
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
What's that?
They get to the line and spike the football to stop the clock. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. Here he goes, one final shot. That one connects. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers putting up points in a game decided. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always emphasize effort on the field. Reaching that end zone to end an already decided game is effort with a capital E.
And he will reel it in, but wouldn't get them the win anyway. Instead of a 1-point loss, it's going to stay at 3. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners. As with that, we sign off from Tampa.